Well, it's another nice day in Somerset. Just looking about the garden here. Yeah, the bay tree's got these kind of flowers on, and I think it's the same as last time. Beautiful flowers on the cherry laurels. Insects love them. This Weigela, there's more. Oh yeah, you can see there's more buds going to come, or leaves going to come on it. It's a bit later. I think it's a bit late this year. This is kind of bushing out a bit. That's nice. Just done some washing there. Nice to see it on the line. I haven't got a washing machine. I've not had one since I was here. But I kind of get by. I get by without a washing machine, and it's harder in the winter because of the drying thing, but I just don't wash as much in the winter. But in the summer it's... And these lovely... that's a nice plant. I love these tulips. I didn't put these in, but they seem to come back every year. But for 1 year was... I've just been here 3 years, but 1 year was a single, then there was 2, now there's 4. So there's people, I don't know why that is, but somebody will know why they kind of increase in some way, split up or something. I love it. I love that. And I think I saw some bluebells here even. Some old bluebells there. I've got my wildflower seeds through the post, and and I've got to put maybe in some pots, or maybe I'll clear a bit of space somewhere. Oh, the apple! See this apple tree? The leaves have come back. That's lovely. And it's just turns into a twig in the winter. I used to keep it all like tidier a bit. I'm worried about grass in between the plants. I don't mind anymore. I'm going to cut down some of these, or cut back some of the weeds, so-called weeds. Weed is a plant in the wrong place. That's what I heard somewhere. That's my little compost heap, which I put all the things from the vegetables and fruit things, and then put grass on top. In the winter, put leaves on top of it. They said about the mixture of brown and green, twiggy things, and see the weeds, or the wild plants, shall I call them wild plants? This one's come up, I don't know, yeah, that's doing well. That's a kind of herb, I've forgotten what it is. That one. But there's big weeds in between. I could take some of them out, couldn't I? But I'm not that bothered anymore. And then dandelions, I don't want to touch those because the bees like them. But some of these big nettle-y things, or not nettle, what do you call them? I can't think of the word. But bigger things, I could trim down a bit, couldn't I? But to give us space around these plants that I did plant in there. This is, I think it's it's not blueberry, it's blackcurrant. That's a blackcurrant, that one there. But the leaves have come back for that. I could give a bit of space, I could take out. But in some way, this is a beautiful structure, isn't it? That I know it's called a weed, but it's a beautiful structure of a plant. So if I do it, I'll just ask its permission. Say, do you mind if I do this? I know it's not going to say no or yes, but I'll do some kind of thing in which... That red is incredible, isn't it? I'm going to get some more fairy lights for the pole. But then that gets in the way of the washing though. But I could do it up the pole, fairy light. I did have some fairy lights, but solar ones. And the grass, I haven't got a mower, but I usually cut it back with some shears, which is good exercise. But so I've got this. It's good exercise. Oh look, I've got a banana and a tea bag in there. Banana and a tea bag. It works, you know, because this is like vegetables and fruit things for over the whole year, and I can put some grass on top of it, and it'll all mulch down, won't it? Kind of creates its own kind of heat around it as it's decomposing. Pull up some grass. I should have said sorry to the grass. Sorry, grass, but you're going back to the earth. And that's me, banana and a tea bag covered up. You can see it's all very professional. It's all very professional, and that's my. I don't know if you can read that. Fothergill's Oh So Simple Wildflower Cornfield Mix. I've got to get that in. Well, it says you can sow it from March onwards, so I'll do it. I'll do it at some point. You know. But the washing's blowing beautifully. I'll do some Tai Chi steps in a minute. I've been doing my Tai Chi steps, very slow walking. I keep seeing about Tai Chi on YouTube, and but just for calmness and it's meant to be like good for balance and strength in some way, maybe core strength, because like walking slowly, I'm doing it now. Best not to do it when you're holding a camera, probably. And breathing and balance, and kind of I'm aiming for, oh god, it's going to be windy now, 1 step every 2 seconds, like 30 steps a minute, between 30 and 40, but I kind of go slower, 30, and I kind of do about 600 of those, and which is about 20 minutes if it's 30 steps a minute times into 600, that's 20 minutes, which is okay, isn't it? This holly's these 2 hollies, I put these in, I sent for them all on the internet, and they came in the post in little bits of earth, you know, in a black bag or something, but they're doing really well, these hollies. They're slow growers, aren't they? Because they're like 10 centimetres a year, I found. It said. These 2 willows, I don't want to tip it up because of the wind, it's going to go all weird. I need some kind of a wind stopper thing. But I think that's the end of the garden video today. The grass is really long, I don't like it short, but I create this track by walking along it. So I create a path, and that becomes, I hope the summer isn't as hot and as dry as last year, because everything went yellow and it was just too much. It was just too little water for too long. But all these flowers, which some people or some are thought of as weeds, that the bees and stuff like that, they like them, and other insects, I guess, you know. I wonder if that strawberry is going to produce any strawberries again. There's weeds, and I could take some of those weeds out of that pot. But the strawberries, yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about it. Just got to do a little bit at a time, and you know. I don't want it to be neat or anything. And there was a time I did, and I used to think, oh, I've got to get that weed out. So and I don't like things that make sounds like mowers and strimmers. I can't bear it. So nettles are coming through, and I thought, well, no, I can't have that. But the nettles are beautiful, aren't they? But I don't want them to overtake. I think these bushes are big enough to not feel crowded out. They're strong now, aren't they? So that's a hawthorn, that one, and then is that hawthorn? Yeah, that's hawthorn, then blackthorn, and then dog rose or Rosa canina. That's what I did it in order. I got 9 plants in the post again. There's a beautiful blue butterfly. I didn't capture it on the camera, but kind of a powder blue butterfly. I'll stop at 10 minutes. I'm going to stop at 10 minutes, and that'll be the end. And there's the flowers, and there's Got me smalls there, me smalls.